I'm just here, and I think I was recording y'all. We just had like a slick English class going on.
We did.
I was like, oh my God, we just had an English class going on, y'all. And I'm so excited for this episode, another episode where I hope bridges are built and stories are heard. It's so important for me and the bridges. I hope y'all good, hope you're well. We back for another week. I got my guys here, man. I'm just so excited about having them here for this episode. But if you have not already, please click the little subscribe button and like the podcast. If you don't subscribe, if you don't like, if you don't comment, I won't know what kind of episodes to have. I won't know like what's best for me to do. So please, if you have not already, like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. But y'all, we back. I'm back with my boys. What's up, y'all? Y'all live? Man, look, these guys are funny. Listen, y'all, I have not, and I like to take care of my guests. And so when I asked them what they wanted, this man said he wanted a Lunchable. So I just got through like fucking up a Lunchable. Like I just ate the hell out of a Lunchable. It was fine. So I brought Lunchables for all of us. But and then my other brother, he told me he wanted some hot sauce. We ain't really do that hot sauce.
A little bit cracker.
Hot sauce and crackers. Okay, hot sauce and crackers. Okay, that's cool. But anyway, I got to have my brothers here. I like to allow my guests, guys, to announce themselves and introduce themselves how they like. So I got my brothers Aaron and Nick here. Y'all bridges, give them a hand for being here in this moment. Give them a hand. But yeah, how y'all doing, man? Y'all good?
Phenomenal, bro.
Wow. Who Aaron, introduce yourself to the bridges. Let them know who you are.
Yes, I am Aaron. Just a cool, down-to-earth, vibracious individual. So happy to be here. Thank you for allowing me to be in this space with you.
No problem, bro. Well, thank you for coming, bro. What about you, bro?
Oh, I'm Nicholas, notorious Nicholas. Well, you just call me Nick, though, and I'm just here to make sure we get some clarity about a lot of things, and definitely to support my brother for sure.
Most definitely.
How y'all doing, man? We
good.
started this new year out. Y'all good?
I'm ready.
What y'all got planned for the new year, man?
Man, making it better than 25.
Yeah.
25 was hard, bro.
Yes.
It was pretty tough. What about you, Aaron?
I'm honestly just gonna take it one day at a time. Like this new year, I'm really gonna focus just putting one foot in front of the other. Wow. Because I felt like I rushed through 2025, and this year I just want to be intentional in every decision and everything that I do. So it's my motto this year is take your time.
Take your time, young man.
You hear me? Take your time, do it right. Yes.
But y'all, both of you said something that kind of pulls in and encapsulates my new year. 2025 was a lot, and it was heavy for me. And I learned in 2025 that I needed to take things day to day. With at the time we're recording right now, my mom is battling cancer, and I have truly learned to embrace every day. Like every day. I think every day in 2025 we knew our mother was sick, and we knew something was going on. And then she got diagnosed in February, and like every day, just so scary. You don't know if she's gonna be here or not tomorrow. So it's like we got to take in today, be thankful for today, and that's when I learned to hunt gratitude. But yeah, man. So 2025, it was a lot for me, but I learned a lot. I got a whole lot out of it. Y'all got some smart brothers here today. Both of my guys, they are smart, and I have both of them. And you'll hear pieces of the conversation come up or not. I wanted to get the perspective from a gay man as well as a straight man with this perspective. And I told them they represent, and you guys represent, I tell y'all again on camera, you represent a section of men in society. Now, all of us have our stereotypes. I know both of you are, you intersect a few different identities, both of you. And I think that the particular subset that you guys represent, there's different stereotypes that come with it. Yeah, and so I wanted to get two men that I knew would be able to articulate, what's going on and what's happening, man. So thank y'all so much. But this is Heavy on the Crown, y'all. Owning confidence as a plus size man.
Yes, come on,
Heavy
belly
on.
rub.
Why both of y'all rub? Why both of y'all rub? Both of y'all rub y'all stuff. I love it.
Yeah.
I ain't even asked it. Like both of y'all. But that's what's up. That's what's up, y'all. Put Heavy on the Ground, a plus size man owning confidence. And confidence is a real thing. I think that across the spectrum as black men, like we struggle a lot as black men with confidence, with self-esteem. And it shows up in community. It shows up we don't volunteer a lot, we don't give of ourselves a lot because a lot of times we feel like we're not worthy enough as black men. And I wanted to intersect black men and Heavy on the Crown, black men, plus size black men, and how that looks, how y'all lived experience is from a queer man and a straight male perspective. I think is important because we represent all of us. And you'll see through the episode, as we have it broke down, you'll see different parallels with the type man, but it all comes back to the center. You know what I'm saying? It all comes back to the center. And but I wanted to explore how to navigate confidence, desirability, masculinity, and self-worth in a culture that praises strength and it punishes vulnerability and bodies that don't fit a narrow standard. I mean, I ain't the skinniest guy, you know what I'm saying? I know my body don't, the standard that a lot of people may set for how we should look, like you said, I think one of y'all said earlier, looking on IG, y'all see the cats on there with the, chisel, I'm like, bruh, them cats starve themselves for those pictures, you know what I'm saying? And it's not a realistic, just a perception of who we are collectively as men. But, you got some guys that's on that. Some guys, I wish I could be, but I love to eat too much.
Right.
But nevertheless, this conversation, it isn't about weight loss at all, y'all, but it's about the weight carried mentally and physically. Yes. So I'm looking forward to y'all zoning into this dialogue. And brothers, let's go. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. And it feels a little funny asking these questions because, not wanting to offend, you know what I'm saying? But I know I'm not gonna offend y'all. We brothers, but I think that when you say certain things collectively, it's more sensitivities in identities if whatever gets closer to it. So, but I don't feel bad at all. I'm finna talk to y'all cats because y'all my guys, y'all my brothers, man. But I wanted to ask, when did you, at what ages did y'all realize y'all were different or your size became more of a factor in life growing up?
Want to go first? Let me go first.
Yeah, I can go first. I think the realization came when we had to go to the store. You remember Kmart?
Okay. Yeah.
And I remember there's a little section, the husky section that we had to go to.
Okay.
My brothers, they were able to just buy pants that regularly fit. I remember my mom taking me to that one section, the husky section, and having to put those on because there was a certain print that my brothers never had that I wanted, but it was not in my size. And I remember her explaining to me because you're a little, heavier, we have to get you these certain pants. And I think I came to that realization that I was somewhat different, that things didn't fit me the same that it fit my brother and them. And it kind of caused me to just step back and look okay, I can't do or I can't wear certain things. Yeah. And I think that's my very first realization. Kmart.
Wow.
Husky section.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. What about you, bro?
I think mine came at the swimming pool.
Really?
Just to keep it above,
Really, bro.
I said, everybody got their shirt off. I'm going to take my shirt off, too.
Okay.
Man, bad idea. You know what I mean? I was that's when I realized I had, titties. I just thought, oh, well, you got titties. I was like, oh, what are you?
That's when you learned to check, too.
Right. That's when I learned to check. So, but definitely at the swimming pool. Swimming pool is humbling. And I was like, oh, shit. So the next day I started wearing T-shirts,
Really?
But it was because my community never called me fat. Mm-hmm. What's up, Big Nick or Big Red or whatever. So, but at the swimming pool, kids, they know they ruthless.
Yes, they
So they gonna call you fat and you got titties. And it took me a long time to like accept the fact that I got titties, you know, but at the swimming pool, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, bro. It's so interesting because it wasn't anything conventional. It came out in a swimming pool, you know. It was at a point that what did that connect to y'all like internally? Like what emotion did it bring up? Or can you, if as grown men, can y'all think about now what emotion did that bring up in the moment at the swimming pool? In the moment at Kmart that you was like, dang, I'm different. Like I'm different.
I think that was my bad. I think that was what's the word now? Trigger.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So that's when it became a trigger that we didn't really classify it as a trigger back then. It was like, damn, I'm really different. Like, if like you said with the clothes, and then it was like, damn, I can't wear this clothes, or damn, I can't sit in this chair, or oh, at Liberty Land, I couldn't get on the ride, you know, because I couldn't. I was like, oh man. And so it was, I had to realize that you have to, as a big guy, you have to conquer vulnerability first.
Yeah.
I have to conquer being vulnerable. So I have to put myself out there in situations, sometimes in situations you can't really avoid, but we tend to like with me personally, I find myself being more reserved.
Okay.
When I go in places that I don't know people, you know.
Okay.
Because of my size then, but definitely just, it was a trigger. It was a trigger for a long time.
Wow.
But I internalized it, you know.
Okay.
So definitely.
I would say isolated. And it's funny that you said that. I feel isolated. I feel like I was the only one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because, you know, in my family, I am actually the only bigger person. Yeah, among my brothers and my sister. So it just felt isolated. I felt alone. I feel like there was no one that I could relate to.
Yeah.
And you just felt like I was the odd man out. You know, like he's like the outside looking in.
Wow.
And I think it's funny that you said that. And there is certain spaces that you kind of feel like that. You just feel like you're the only one. You're the odd man out. Like you're the outside looking in, because there's this trajectory, there's this image that everyone has about how you should look. And there you go into certain spaces where you just feel like you are the only one. And there are many places I've been to where I really felt like I was the only like big person in the room.
Wow.
But you know, it's like if we go into a room with big people, we're not gonna hang with the other big people.
No.
We're not like
Really?
No.
I never paid attention.
So it's like, hey, what's up, big bro? You
Now, why do you think that is?
I don't know, because I think that at a point when you conquer the vulnerability, it's like, so now my confidence is not going to match yours.
Yeah.
And so you're not going to receive my energy. My energy is strong. My energy is, I'm a Leo.
Wow.
It's
Yeah.
here. When you go see me, I am the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
So I'm going to remain the elephant in the room, and I don't need you to be a lamb.
Dang.
I need you to be an elephant with me.
That's it.
Right? And so we're not even going to gravitate to them. They're going to have to gravitate to us.
Wow.
But then the conversations are never vague. It's always like just humorous or whatever. Like, man, what you do? What you doing, man? What you do for a living? I just do this. Oh, okay, cool. But I really want you to take this overflow of confidence, just take a sip. This is what it feels like, you know? So, yeah. I know it's weird.
No, it's not. I'm really like legit like seeing it like in the moment, like how that is for you. And it's like, dang, like, wow. But I guess in a sense of I didn't know that y'all read the room like that.
Yes.
Oh yes, automatically, yeah.
Wow.
So that's why I said, remember I said back in the day, I think I told you, your GAY or my EGO won't let your GAY be better than me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I remember that.
My ego is through the roof.
Wow.
But it's like it's not something that, it was like almost like it was learned by myself, because I am the tallest dude in the family or the biggest dude in the family.
Wow.
You know, so it has its perks and it has its penalties at the same time.
Wow. So that thank you both for your answers on that, and even taking a step further, like when did you realize that your body was being judged, or you began to compare yourself to others? Because it's one thing to notice it, but I guess in the same token you can compare. But when did or was it all together? When did you realize you were being judged? I know you said at the pool, so you realized you were being judged, and when did you see it as when you wanted to compare? You really started to compare yourself to like other guys that you saw.
I mean, it's thrown in your face. It's on TV, it's in magazines, it's on commercials. I mean, like, everyone had this particular body type. So when you look at a certain movie or you look at a TV show, you look at a magazine, you see this image, this chiseled body, this lean figure, this individual, like, and so it's like thrown in your face, and you look at yourself and you ask yourself like, dang, you know, like they look good, and based on image projective, you want to, you know, project yourself into that. But like it's there. It's all, and it's like it's thrown in our face constantly. We were just talking about scrolling on Instagram, and every other post that I see, either somebody with a chiseled abs, or you know, like just this muscle body, or you running this health perspective. There's nothing wrong with being healthy, but it's like it just being thrown on you, and when you see, it's rare to see people that looks like you.
Wow.
And even in the age of Lizzo, and I say the age of Lizzo, when she began to come up, look how she was judged when she was just trying to show body positivity, and the names, and I mean like the hate that she actually got. So I mean, you can't escape it. Wow, it's everywhere.
I think my mama put me in some little baseball league, and everyone had the full uniform on but me.
Wow.
I had on sweatpants.
Okay.
You know, I was like, man, why am I different? They're like, boy, you know you can't wear no pants. And I was like, And so I had to eternalize that rejection. Yeah. You know, and so like, oh, okay. And so one thing I love my mom. My mama never treated me differently. Like, she like, none of that. My cousins, nobody ever treated me differently. My sister, nobody. But it was like, I processed it different. And like, oh, okay. I'm the big kid with the blue sweatpants, and everybody got on the white pants with the white stripe. You know what I mean? So, definitely that baseball.
And it's funny you said that, because the ROTC, I was a captain. Okay. Rose to the rank of captain, an S3. And I remember, whenever they would dress out, I couldn't get the regular pants because I couldn't fit into it. And so I remember they had to take two pants, sew it together to create the pants for me. And that in itself was I was so embarrassed with that. But I would have to wear the top half of it, and I would have to wear green jogging pants for the bottom half. Yeah. With the shoes now. The shiny shoes. With the shiny shoes. So imagine some green jogging pants, dark green jogging pants with the shiny shoes. You know, laughing at my pain.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, bro.
You're laughing at my pain.
No.
Bro. I'm definitely laughing at your pain.
I look like Gumby going to church.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
So just imagine a broccoli with church shoes on, y'all. It was giving Gumby.
Oh, my God.
It was shiny. Like,
why would you say broccoli?
Bro, that's funny. Make him know he's crying, bro.
Yes, y'all, jogging pants with church shoes.
Wow.
With the suit top now.
Damn it, boy.
With the suit top.
With the suit top. Now, I fit there, and I can fit up there, but these thighs baby, but let me tell you something. I was comfortable. Yeah, I could guard. I was able to move. You can down. You know, where everybody else was restricted with them straight lace pants. Wow. You know,
I can see like this, and I
was sitting like this. Sergeant was moving.
Yeah,
I was moving. That's right. But I looked the fool every Wednesday. Okay, until they fixed them pants.
But it's funny, but
it's funny now. I can laugh, but back then
it shaped your confidence and your self-worth. Like growing up, what if you like what would your preteen or early teen? How would that Nick? How would that Aaron describe what you were feeling about yourself then, and how that shaped your confidence and your self-worth?
I remember my cousin Pooh Bear had a friend, and she was like, "Oh, Nick is cute, but he's too big."
Oh wow. Lord!
Wow.
What that mean?
Why did you just trigger me?
What that mean?
Wow.
I'm cute, but I'm too big. I got you. And so like here I am. I'm finna leave Chickasaw where I'm, you know, sticking and moving. I'm going to Westwood. Like, all right, here we go. First thing they do, they check you. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna get you over here. And so like me coming into my teenage years, it was like, damn, what do I do now? So now it's like you watching the TV show back then, it was like Saved by the Bell, and you're thinking like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So now all these kids dress a certain way, and still like the stigma was there, like you're gonna be the biggest kid in the room, like you're gonna be the biggest kid in the band, and like some of the dances I couldn't sit in. You know, I used to get there early just to get the one the desk that separate from the chair.
Yep.
Like straight up.
Really?
Real talk.
That's my story. I think if I can, that younger Aaron, that preteen Aaron, he was embarrassed. He was embarrassed. He dreaded Wednesdays. Wednesdays was like, I hated Wednesdays.
Why did you hate Wednesdays?
Because I knew I had to wear them jogging pants and the church.
Okay.
You know, and I had to deal with the comments and the chick. They constantly laughing at my side.
I know. Because the way you said it.
We laughing with you.
I can cry right now just playing. But I dreaded it.
Yeah.
But let me tell you this. After a while, I can understand that. After a while, I got to a place I was like, I know what they was going to say. Forget it. It's okay.
Yeah, you prepared for it.
I'm prepared for it.
Yeah.
It's like I prepared myself, and it's crazy.
Wow.
I would have a ritual in the morning, and I would look in that mirror, and I was like, okay, I already know what they was going to say. And so I prepared myself with it. And the crazy thing about it was I would say it to myself.
Wow.
So if I hear it from me, if you say it, it's not going to hurt as much. And then I just walked in there, you know, I had to just keep going. But I had to prepare myself. I already knew what Wednesday's going to look like. But after a while, I started to get old. And then, you know, it started to phase out. And then, you know, it became normal.
Yeah, people start seeing your character then.
They started to see my character, yes. And that's another, okay.
But that was heavy what you just said for me, Aaron, because you said you started to say to yourself what you thought they would say to you.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, I had to prepare myself.
You prepared like checking.
Yeah, I check myself.
Like, bro, there's nothing. Okay, I'm fat food. What's next?
Yes. And
What's next?
But that's how we feel about the game thing. Okay.
Yeah.
What's next?
Okay. Yeah. So
But see, the thing is, I can change my weight. You can't change who you love.
You know what? I just thought about a situation with some friends of mine in high school, and I can remember it was a really, really gay guy in the choir. And my friend, if she's watching, she know who I am, but she know who she is. She's a plus size woman, black woman, beautiful plus size black woman, and she was arguing with him, but she said, "I can change being fat.
Yeah.
You can't change being gay." It was an insult back
Right.
then. You know what I'm saying? Wow. You made me think about that though. When you said
I mean, so we kind of like had to become our own self-victim. Like we had to victimize ourselves to get through. Like, you know, like,
wow.
All right, cool. So I'm gonna check you. There were people like, oh man, you know Nick, man, that man crazy in the mud. He funny.
Wow.
So funny was my gimmick.
Mhm.
However,
yes.
going to school, like I said, you know what? I know I can't find the clothes I like. I'ma smell good.
That's it.
So
Wow.
I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be the stanky fat guy.
Wow.
Nobody can ever say Nick was stanky.
Wow.
Like for real.
Wow.
So, oh man, your cologne today. Like, oh yeah, I know you ain't got it. Back in the day when you used to be, I know you ain't got it.
Wow.
So yeah, man, it was just, we really had to deviate like our day to day. Like, all right, let me go ahead and deal with these fools who gonna try to check me just to get a joke. But then over time, the jokes become less and less.
Yes.
And then the people who causing the jokes became like more and more like nobodies. Like, so, man, why you talking about Nick? But then the more you check me, the more people gonna notice me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you checking Nick. All right, here go Nick. What up, fat ass boy? What up, fool? How your mama doing?
Wow.
Like, yeah, how your mama doing? Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like for real.
So, and I'm coming back to the story that you're telling yourself, because I had a thing in 2025 that I started to, anytime I felt like, and my danger zone is probably different than y'all danger zones. All of our danger zones is different. And when I say danger zone, I mean the place where I feel like I'm getting ready to have to protect myself, you know, or when I'm afraid or when I'm too worried. And so when in 2025, when I started getting stressed out or concerned, I would start reminding myself, this is just the story you're telling yourself. And what I heard y'all, when y'all spoke, you both said, okay, like you started to tell yourself the same story as you knew you was going to hear. So that would make it like, wow, that messed me up, that did. And now though, like as adult men, fast forwarding now to 2026, as adult men, like where are you now with your confidence? How has that era of you shaped what you think about yourself as far as confident and self-esteem wise.
Oh, it's through the roof.
Okay.
I love me some me.
Okay.
I love me some me. Sometimes I think I'm overly confident.
Okay.
And I don't think there's such thing as being overly confident. I know there's a thin line between being confident and cocky. But hell, I'm cocky too. I mean, like, that Aaron back then gave me the confidence to walk in the room and demand the attention. I walk with my head held high. I walk in there and just knowing that I'm the shit and you can't tell me otherwise.
Wow.
And that's that empowerment of loving me. And again, I still do that daily mirror thing. I look in that mirror and I tell myself, you are bold, you are beautiful, you are fearfully, you are wonderfully made. Yeah. And you can't tell me anything else. Wow. I mean, yes, through the roof.
Through the roof. That's right. What about you? What about you, bro?
Man, it's a song out like they just said, man, better watch up. I hear it. I hear it.
Better watch up. I hear
it. Yeah. So it just. I mean, like I know it's like I've never had swag. I've always had presence. Ooh. So when I walk in this room, you go see me. Wow. You gonna see my size.
Okay.
And I notice that people gravitate to me. Like you gonna gravitate to me regardless. Like I might not know nobody in the room, but somebody that's gonna walk in the room, that somebody gonna know me. And it's always from a good place.
Yes. Wow.
And so like my confidence is really just, I don't even know. Like I just knew that when I had my son, I knew that I had to be better. Mm-hmm. And so what I used to do to my son was I would check him.
Okay.
Boy, you know you ugly boy. Boy, you stink, boy.
Wow.
And it's not that I'm demeaning him. It's just that if someone says it to him, man, my daddy sent me that.
Wow.
You know? But so now my confidence is like, it's like blinking. Like I don't even know I'm doing it. Like it's just.
So what's the difference between swag and presence as a black plus size man? Like what's the difference between?
I think swag is trendy.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, swag is trendy. Like, oh, you got the latest this on, you got that, and you gonna get attention about what you wear.
Yeah.
Presence is you gonna get attention about who you are.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have to say nothing.
Yeah.
Like, what could I have to say? The most expensive or most dangerous man in the room is the quietest one. Wow. And I'm just observing. You know, come where we from, so you go observe the room. Like I'm really watching people. And, you know, like okay, cool. Especially if I got people that I love, I'm really peeping game. Like yeah. So I just walk into a room. I'm the elephant in the room. I'm gonna be the elephant in the room.
Wow.
And you can't check me. Like you can't check me when you feel bad.
Wow.
Like you can't.
Yeah, and in the gay community, we call you. I will read you down.
Down.
If anybody can read down, it's me. I will read you for filth.
Down for
I'm
filth.
gonna go through your ancestor line and read all of them as well.
Oh God, yeah,
so, yes.
yeah, and that like I'm seeing like the defense mechanisms, like the guard, like the barrier, like you're not gonna come in me a certain kind of way because I've already been there and I'm not going back there, and so I'm gonna meet you here.
Right.
Dang,
I'm gonna meet you before you get there.
Exactly.
Like, I'm gonna meet you where you trying to take me back to.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna meet you at that door.
Wow.
So you're trying to take me back to this place of self-evaluation. I don't need that.
Exactly.
Wow.
I don't need that.
Wow.
Before you take me there, I will destroy you. I will destroy you. Because that's a place I never want to go back to.
And having to go back to self-evaluation, like that was work, right?
Yes.
That's a heavy place.
So
that's
much
a heavy
work.
ass place. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
To go back to, I got to reevaluate if I think I am enough. I got to reevaluate my show up. I got to no, I'm not doing that for you. I get it.
And there's something you can't pray away.
No.
Absolutely.
You can't pray away that self-evaluation.
No,
wow.
you cannot.
Wow.
It's something you gotta search that. Like it's you gonna find it by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And you know you like, dang. And it's before social media though. You gonna find it before social media.
Exactly.
So you gonna find that joy. Like, you know what? Let me find people who love me. And so that's why I know a lot of people don't have villages. I've been blessed to have a village, right? And I've been blessed to have a community, right? And so they never judge me. They allow me to be me, but then they be like, hey, you want to die? He was like, that's how they say it, like, some probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. Or like my mom would be like when I was in I said, you know what? I'm not finna go to my senior year fat. And everybody from Westwood can go. My senior year, I was skinny.
Yeah.
I was skinny. And so my mom was like, you want no cake? I'm like, no, I don't want no cake. My mom used to get mad because I didn't want no cakes. You know what I mean? Like, I got something I'm trying to do, but me losing all that weight lets me know that it's just a choice.
Wow.
Everything is obtainable, you know. But I had to get past that vulnerability stage. I had to conquer my imagination.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know if I walk into this room and somebody gonna have something funny to say, I'm like, you cool. Like, I'm prepared for that. Like, you can't do them and say, hey, Nick fat, Nick got titties, what's next?
Wow.
What else you got?
Wow.
But, better watch it.
But y'all like, and thank y'all so much for just sharing y'all stories openly and vulnerably.
Yeah.
If I could add, because like you both, like for one, we're brothers. Like these are my brothers, and to know y'all and to hear these nuances of y'all stories, I really appreciate that, man. And speaking of nuance, I'm getting ready to go down. So we're going to go down some roads, y'all. And before I ask my next question, I specifically invited one of my straight friends, one of my gay friends, because I wanted you guys to see that a lot of our stuff is parallel. We might have some nuanced things that kind of may shift the perspective, left or right, give or take. But I invited both of you because I wanted the bridgers to be able to bridge, you know, the mentalities and bridge how we feel about this, because we're more alike than not, because we're men.
Right.
And on the next question, I want to kind of hit dating. I know it's going to get kind of nuanced, but how's dating or being desired, how does it impact your confidence? Now, I'm going to say some words in reference to not all my opinion, some my opinion, but I'm going to say some words that's more likely reference to a plus size straight man, and I'm going to say some words that will reference a plus size gay man. Where dating is concerned, how does dating or being desired impact your confidence? Word for straight man, desirability, provider, expectations, and dominance. Gay men, body hierarchies, fetishes, invisibility, or comparison culture. And I want to get y'all answers, just kind of weighing in on that. But how do you view dating as a plus size individual, plus size black, gay or straight?
Lord Jesus, Father.
I'm gonna let you go first.
Lord.
I'm married.
Lord, I'm who else? Buddha. Dating is a plus size guy. First and foremost, it is not as easy as a lot of people think. Regardless of the confidence, regardless how you look, regardless how you view yourself, there's still a type that a lot of people have, and in the gay community is very small. We all know about the no fats, no femmes, no Asians, all of that. It's a thing.
That's a real thing, Nick.
It's a real thing.
It's a real
no fats,
thing.
no femmes, no Asians. I mean, like it's in the community. And majority of some of the guys that I do date, it's more so of a, you know, we ain't got to go out in public. We can just meet at your house and chill. Because a lot of dudes, they don't want to be seen in public with a plus size guy. And if you do happen to come across an individual that do want to take you out, which I do, I've been going on a lot of dates lately. But it goes right back to the objectification.
Yeah.
And it goes back to the fetish part of it. I went on a date with one dude. This is kind of funny.
Did you have on green sweatpants?
No, I did not.
I did.
Don't stop coming for me.
No,
No, I did not. You know, I don't do green sweatpants. See, I got the light ones on. But I went on a date with this guy, and he's what we call in the community a feeder. You ever heard of that?
No, what?
So this is like a gay dude who fetishizes bigger people, but he likes to watch them eat.
I've never heard that in my life. I've never heard that in my life.
This today, I'm a big guy. But I don't eat a lot. And I know some folks got their lip twist like, nigga, please. I know you got about 3, 4, 7 plates. But I really don't. That's the Lunchable. I could have asked for 6 Lunchables. I told Ray bring me 1. But yes, he took me on a date.
Okay.
A buffet.
Okay.
And I picked my little plate up. I said, a buffet for a date, that is...
Wow.
That's not normal.
That's not.
Are we leaving Sunday service?
I was trying not to laugh.
Are we leaving Sunday service? What the fuck are we... so I'm like, okay. I was thinking Applebee's. Hell, Olive Garden.
I'd have been offended.
And so I'm like, okay, so go to the buffet. I'm like, okay, food is food. This one plate, went to the little China part of it. Then the second plate was a salad. He was like, he went to the buffet, got more food, and was like, I just eat this. And I was like, yeah, I want that. And he watched me.
Wow.
And he was like, you never eat no more. No, I'm full, nigga.
Wow.
Needless to say, I didn't go on another date with him. Now, if I ever feel like I'm down and out, and I ain't got no money to buy nothing, I'm going to call him, and I'm going to watch him.
But I've never heard that in my life.
That is a such thing. Something called a feeder. It's called a feeder. People who want to watch you eat. Yes, that is a real thing. I kid you not.
Never heard of that.
Yes.
In life.
Yes.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, y'all. Don't
cry.
Don't cry for me, Argentina. But
like you got me thinking about fetishes though. I can't imagine.
Yes.
Being seen as okay. I'm gonna just watch you eat.
I just want to watch you eat.
Did he eat?
He ate a little bit, but I'm telling you, this dude, I'm gonna say this Negro sat across from me and was like straight up, like hands on chin, leaned in, and after a while, I really started to feel uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable, and so I was like, at this point, I was like, yeah, I'm done. I don't want no more.
Wow.
But yeah, and then I think like after the date, he told me, he was like, I like to watch bigger guys eat. He's like, that turns me on. And then I realized in that moment, like, did you like me for me, my personality, or did you just like me because I'm a big guy and you just want to see me eat?
Wow.
Yes. And then and he has a thing where he want to take big dudes and make them even bigger.
Nice.
Wow.
Make them even bigger. I say, you would not have me on my 600-pound life with that mobility going on. I would not. I refuse to fry chicken from my bedside.
Wow.
No, like this. Yes.
That's one of my favorite shows, by the way.
I do. That show motivate me.
I love my
I get every time I watch it, I get my ass up and go walk around a mile. You hear me?
That doctor on the side, I know, is one of the most disciplined doctors. Like they can come in and be like, yeah, I've been doing this. I've been here getting the scale.
No, you're not.
You're not. You're lying.
Yeah, he gonna
say you're going to die. You're going to. I'm like, dang, man, he's so
real.
Yeah. What about you, bro?
Man, to be honest, man, I'm not a dater.
Okay. What you mean by that?
I'm not saying I don't want to go on dates. I'm just like, you gotta really just be somebody special for me to take you on a date.
Okay.
I'm just not a serial dater. You know what I'm saying? I
gotcha.
Oh, yeah. I have women ask me that. Don't you want to take me out? Well, no. If you gotta ask me if I want to take you out, I don't.
Yeah.
They're just not my thing. But if I go out on dates, we're going out on dates. Like you go dress apart and all that good stuff. So dating is not my thing. I really don't have an issue with dating.
Okay.
I don't have a problem with getting dates. It's just not something that I do.
Wow.
I'm really a homebody.
Okay.
But just to be honest.
Or just seeing a woman, or just like.
Oh no, we go places. I might go over there, or she might come to me, or whatever. But it's like us basically going to like a restaurant. Nah, we ain't really doing it. Like it's just not something I do unless I fully like you. Like you're not gonna get no free meal off of me. You know what I'm saying?
Why you gonna give me
you just said it though, bro. You just said it. So That's the thing. Like, you want to get a free meal or whatever, you gonna get that on me, baby.
Wow. So what are some of the stereotypical things that you guys would say come with dating a plus size man? Like, what are some things people automatically assume about y'all?
We already know what the good food places is.
Yeah.
Nigga, this is cereal.
Wow.
This is all cereal.
Wow.
For real.
But they gonna think y'all know what the good food places are.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Or we'll be satisfied with anything that you do because they really feel like we should just be grateful
Well, we insecure.
that we are with you. So
Yeah.
whatever I decide to do with you,
Yeah.
you're happy with it. Hell, I can take you to the park and give you a cracker, and you better be happy with that. So that's that thing. Like, I don't have to put any efforts.
Wow.
I don't have to put any efforts into anything because you should be grateful
Your presence is
that my presence is gracing you. So I don't have to think about it. I don't have to put no effort into it. You know what I'm talking about? You know, like just be happy. Sit there and be quiet.
somehow like almost like a charity case.
Yes, it does. It does feel like it's a charity case. You should be grateful. You know how many times I heard that on dates? You should be grateful. I've heard that. You should be grateful. You should be happy that you know, like I've heard that.
Wow.
I've heard that, like for real. So like that's the attitude that they have, and when you pick up on that the first time, go ahead and let that go. But yeah, it's a I'm doing this out of be happy. So I don't have to be saying shit.
Or they bored, like they make it seem like I'm bored, so let me call.
You're the last result.
Yeah. Like, he gonna take me out or whatever. No shot. Like that's why I say I'm big on conversation, like clear communication, like that we vibing on the phone. We can laugh and joke all the time. Definitely let me take you out. See how you do in person. Cool. Pick you up or whatever. Meet me there. If we vibing cool, we can continue to go on dates, baby.
Yeah, but that old me, I mean, set you free. That old me was so desperate to go on dates that I put up with more shit than I didn't have to put up with. So, I mean, I allowed them to say those things, and I didn't say anything, or and that goes back to that low self-esteem, that low confidence. But when you get to know what you want, and you begin to know that how you should be treated, it gets better. But I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. The old me, I was like, I took it. Because I was like, well, he didn't have to take me here, or he didn't have to go here with me. Like, I even had one day, he's in the closet, he has 2 kids, he sings in the choir. He's well known, but I will not say his name. I will not say his name. He resides in he lived in the Binghamton community. If they know, they know. He's a well-known gospel singer in the city of Memphis. Okay. All I'm gonna say is fight on. But this individual who I dated, he's a member of the Fight On choir. That's all I'm gonna say. You get what I'm saying? Look up Fight On. Look up Fight On. And you would know who this member is.
Oh my God.
He's a member of that choir.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So we dated, and there were certain places in Memphis that he did not want to be seen in.
Wow. Okay.
He did not want to be seen in. So we would go to Collierville.
Okay.
Outskirts of Memphis,
like going out. We
gotta go far.
Yeah.
And then he was comfortable being there in those spaces, but long as he was nowhere in the vicinity of Memphis in the 901.
Wow.
So and that was, and I dealt with that for 8 years. For 8 years. Wow. Yes, like we gotta go to the outskirts, to the highways and the byways to go out. We did go out. Or it was always a typical, let's stay in the house, let's have a drink, I'll cook you a meal or something like that. But yeah. And if they do take it, what's your question? Yes, he had his hand up. As a teacher, that hand raised, I'm so happy about that. Yes.
Well, I guess my question is like, two men can't go out to eat? Like we can't go have lunch.
It's psychological.
It's psychological. I think that
the story you're telling yourself.
Yeah, I'm not the most masculine presenting person. You know what I'm talking about? I can get Trey right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, I could be. Is they give you Trey?
You get what?
I don't see men.
That what's the word you said?
Trade. Yeah. Is he in a boy?
If I give you boy right now, like, hey, you know what I'm saying? What's good, bro? Y'all doing good?
Like I survived me.
Yeah. I give you Trey.
Yeah, I got you now.
So,
you said the right name.
I'm not the most masculine presenting individual, you know, and which I'm very shocked because look at me. I exuberate man.
What?
Don't I?
Listen,
Don't I?
Oh God!
I don't give you man.
Oh God!
I give you boy child. Boy child.
Bro, I'm over here crying. I'm over here crying. You took my beast there. What you said? Don't I?
Oh God! Oh my God!
God,
Oh God!
Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
give
God.
it. You give it, bro.
Oh,
You give it,
man.
bro. You are giving,
Bro.
Don't mind these 2 earrings with the
Bro.
hoop.
Oh
Bro,
God!
that was the best. That man said. And looked at me like, say something different. Say something different.
That's the proper tense right there. You know, that's my. I can't
Oh
stop
my
my feet.
God! Oh my God!
Man.
This my stop my feet.
Oh man.
You to the
Damn.
beer pit.
Yeah,
That was good, bro.
Hilarious, bro.
That was a good
That
one.
was a good one.
I ain't gonna lie. That was a good one.
That was a good one.
What was a good one? Me trying to be a man?
No, I mean, it was good. It's just how you was like, man, like, I exuberate, man.
Yeah.
Don't I? I was like, oh, yes, sir.
Oh my God!
Yes, sir.
Do it again. How I
Somebody
do
said,
Yeah,
Damn.
hilarious,
That was
bro.
good, bro.
Oh God.
damn, you scared right there. Yes, sir.
Oh God.
Man, that was a good one, bro.
Oh my God. Y'all are
was
crazy.
good,
Listen,
bro.
Oh,
y'all.
you know what?
good, bro.
You know.
No, for real. And even saying that, y'all are teaching me so much today. I promise to God, you know, and I love and I enjoy like coming in y'all lane. Like for real. I'm like, dang. But y'all are some of the most funniest niggas. Like, y'all just, you know, it comes natural.
I know it's
though.
natural.
It does.
But it's a natural defense, though.
It
Like, you know,
is.
Right,
It's
right.
a
That's
natural,
what I'm saying.
it's a natural
Ooh,
defense.
it's so funny. You
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
said
it's like a
that.
natural defense. Like, you really have to be an octopus out here.
You really
Like,
do.
this is my leg of vulnerability. So let me keep this one tucked. But these other 7, oh yeah, I'm off the chain.
Wow.
I'm off the chain. I'm gonna check you first.
Wow.
But see, now, I mean, at a certain point, you be like, you know what? I really don't want you to know me as a city guy. Like, my Nick funny no more, I'm like, ooh, but that means that people ain't gonna take you serious.
Wow.
You know, so, you know, man, it's a lot.
Wow.
The defense mechanism for sure.
Yeah, humor.
Wow.
You know.
But I love to make people laugh, though. It makes me feel good,
Same here.
you know.
So in what areas do you feel the most pressure to perform confidence, or what areas do you feel, you know, the most pressure to where I got to show up and I got to perform, I got to show up, I got to, you know,
No.
none of them.
Then, I'm gonna lie to you, because I'm just a naturally funny person. You know, I like to have fun. That's just my personality. But in the beginning, I feel like maybe be overly funny. Let me be overly loud. You know, let me make you like me first before you get to say something, you know, negative. Because, you know, I went through this whole thing of people pleasing, you know, and that's a disease.
It is.
That is a disease.
It is.
And it will wreck your body. It will wreck your mind. It will take your time. It will destroy everything. And I was a people pleaser. And I wanted you to like me. I needed you to like me.
Wow.
And I would do anything to make you like me, make you laugh, make you feel comfortable. I couldn't say no, you know, well, ask Aaron, he gonna do it. You know what I'm talking about? I just want to be known as that person because I want to be known as everything except for the fat guy. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, he's kind. You know, he's funny. He's generous, but not the fat guy.
Wow.
And that's something that I really had to work on. Like, I mean, really had to work on. So certain spaces I would have to turn up on 10. I felt like I had to perform, I had to be there, I had to give you the energy, I had to give you what you need. But after a while, like you said, it really started to feel like, damn, I'm performing. I feel like a jester. You don't even feel real. It don't feel genuine anymore. And it got to the place where, even when I used to excuse myself, I go look at them like, damn, I'm tired.
Wow.
I'm tired
Emotionally
of being
tired.
emotionally tired.
Emotionally
Like
tired.
I am tired of being something that I know I am not performing, and I ain't getting paid for this shit.
Wow.
I ain't getting paid for it.
I don't think I've ever had to really perform. I just hate when people put me in my nigga protectors.
Okay.
I'm the biggest nigga here. You think I'm gonna protect you?
Yeah.
Why I got
Out there,
like go? Hey, somebody go get Nick. Like, I don't know that fool.
Wow.
I never got that.
I got that. I don't know that
They
fool.
knew
Like,
I
why would
was
I
gonna
protect
protect
you?
nobody. I'm gonna run.
Like, yeah, no. But I never really had to perform, man. It was just like I perfected being avoidance. Like, I perfected like, I perfected like, you know what? I don't even feel like going, I'm just go chill here, I don't even feel like dealing with that because it's go either, it wasn't a flight. It wasn't a flight. I'm not running. We just go have to jet.
Dang.
Straight up, we just go have to jet. And so, that's it. Like, yeah. Because a lot of me is hidden. Like, I show what I want to show you. If I'm vulnerable with you, I'm gonna show you that. But a lot of parts of me, they remain hidden. Like until we have these conversations and people be like, damn, you did this, you did that, yeah. So I never was in that performing aspect because really, when I go places, I'm really the most confident. Like if I'm in the trap or whatever, like these folks, they more jealous of you. And you trying to fit in, like, oh man, how can I get this or how can I get that? Like, what you mean, bro? It's just a car. It's just it's just some shoes. It's just a shirt, like, but
Wow.
yeah. So I really figured that out too. So
yeah. So do y'all think straight and gay plus size men fight the same like confidence issues, or do you think it some kind of way parallels or it's different from one?
I can't speak from the gay perspective. Not the gay. The straight perspective, I ain't straight by a long shot. I can tell you what they like, what they do.
Oh.
None of that. Even I was pretending.
Yeah.
I was still fruity tooty. You saw the head just a lot from me. But from the gay perspective, there's something that you do have to fight. Our community is not kind. Our community is not welcoming. You would think as much as the world ostracizes us and as much as the world shuns us and
as gay men. Okay.
You would think we will come together as collective and it's just like a herd of elephants protecting their young, and they come together and they put them in the middle. Even when all the predators are circling around, they're not going to move. They're going to create their barrier to protect them. And you would think that the gay community would create a barrier to protect those dynamics, those people. They don't. There's a hierarchy in the gay community, and when it comes to the gay community, if you big, you at the bottom of the pole. God forbid that you are big and feminine.
Wow.
Oh my God, that's a double dagger in your name. And so you are at the bottom of the pole. So even our own community, I don't feel safe. Wow. So it's rare to come across other gay men who look at you and see you and love you for you. And I'm so glad about the village that I have around me because I love them. And baby, they gonna fight with me and they're gonna do, you know what, they got me. They got me. But when you do have that community, hold on to it. But as far as us as a whole, no, like I don't feel apart. I don't feel like, like there's nothing. There's no collective. Even I went to a gay club, I kid you not. I went to a gay club and you know me. I'm gonna dance. I'm gonna turn up. I like to have fun. I'm gonna dance. I be dancing. I dance.
Yeah.
I can. I do other things. All I'm gonna say is throw and circle. That's all I'm gonna say. Throw and circle. Throw and circle.
Aaron, oh my God.
And I just let me stop doing it because that's how I do it. I feel like this is my my comfort right here. You know, it's Betty and Shetty. That's my name for my thighs, Betty and Shetty.
Oh my God.
So
Aaron,
I'm in there just having so much fun. When I tell you,
wow,
no one in that whole club. Because I went with a friend. My friend Noah. Shout out to Noah. It's a white guy. And Noah was the only one that was by me the whole time.
Wow.
Not no one. I kid you not.
Dang. Bruh. Now what about you, bruh? God damn, bruh.
I mean, I just, and for the straight community, we're more accepting, you know, of your mistakes, what you look like, especially if you're in an organization. We go, hey, yeah, this big bro, like right there, it's cool. That's the frat, yeah, he big frat guy, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But like, we're more accepting, more, I don't even want to say genuine. It's just that more like, it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's that. It's not like, oh, we have this, the only alliance we have is this organization, you know. As far as like the whole gay, I mean the gay and straight, I mean we all have similar battles. Like we both can't find certain clothes, you know. We certain things we can't get in, certain cars we can't get in, you know. But the mental aspect is identical. It's just that who we choose to experience it with is what's the difference. Like, cause we can share clothes all day, we can share shoes and we're all kind of conversations like, man, I know that's right, bro.
Yeah.
You know, but we still need each other because I know he go give me a perspective. I'm like, damn. And then I'm gonna give him a perspective. He'll be like, damn, I didn't know that. You know. So there are more alliances there than they're not.
Wow. And hearing both of you understand, looking at like just men in general, how we are like we are hunters, right? And we go get what we want. We see something as a man, regardless if you're straight or gay, like we are visual creatures, if you will. And so I can imagine how being on 10 as a man looking at another man, like it doesn't make it fair, but I can see how guys could get lost in that. As well as I can see, like, because I even see the straight man, you're probably more equated to, it's probably going to sound crazy or weird, but probably more of a man. And you're like, more like the teddy bear. Oh, he's a sexy teddy bear or something like that. But, like, in the gay community, man, it's a different scale.
Yes.
It's like we can't, as straight men, it's like, I can't be like, hey, bro, how you get them 6-packs? You know what I mean? Bro, how you get your skin like that? You know, it's like, it's for being like, damn, bro, what you want? You think I'm fine or something? Like, damn, fool, I mean, I'm working on my skin. Like, help me out. Yeah. You know? But it's like, the gay community, we're like, bitch, put this alcohol, 3 dabs of peroxide, I'm going to get rid of this. You know, don't do this. Look, don't do this. Don't do that.
Wait a minute.
Change the pillowcases every week. You know, I'm trying to work on my skin.
How we address each other?
You're like, bitch. And you be like, oh, damn. All right, cool. So it's like, it's like,
why is he accurate?
Right.
I'm just saying. Like, we can't do that. We can't say, hey, bro, that's nice what you got on. But you have to be confident. It's like, I was just having a conversation the other day. I was like, man, I said, bro, why you like this? Like, man, I can't stand them gay niggas. Like, I'm like, fool, what you want?
Yeah.
What you hiding, fool?
Yeah.
They still dudes. You know that, right?
Yes.
They just don't like you. You know, like, what's up, bro? But, yeah, bro. So, like, I mean, we just can't really say that. You know, like, I feel in the gay community, you can be like, don't wear that, put this on, whatever. But nah, men ain't doing that.
But you using those colloquialisms, I would argue, is probably just as popular as a man saying, I got bank. It's popular to say, oh, man, fuck that, you gay? Ooh, oh. It's like, it's almost like the same parallels of like it's you would be even more accepted if you say it because it validates the manhood. That's crazy.
But it's like, but the most masculine, the most masculine men that are successful, they always challenge their manhood.
Yeah.
They gonna challenge their manhood. Like, no matter, you could be the straightest guy, but you doing this with perfection, with intention.
Yeah.
Like, men, we're really not completers. We're not executors. Like, we'll do something to
get it started, yeah.
And then we'll issue with our project management. You know, we're going to get other people to do it, then we're going to take the reins. Nah, man, like, you a man and you got order. The straight man, you got order, you got boundaries, you got standards, and you ain't fooled by the Bible Belt. Oh, bro, we gonna definitely take your sexuality for sure, because something ain't right.
Yep.
Wow.
Something ain't right.
Wow.
I expect for you to be this way. You can't dress a certain way. Like, you know, you can't smell a certain way. You can't just be together. Yep. Any man with their house in order, like girl went on his house, he had white tiles. Like, damn, you supposed to have black tile? Everything?
He got white tile.
You see what I'm saying? Like, he got, oh girl, his house was so clean. I feel bad. Like, who?
You gotta live in the field.
You got a woman live here? Like, no,
that
is so
definitely
crazy.
That's a male stereotype.
Yeah, that is like
my mama taught me how to clean.
Free. Yes.
Right. My mama taught me how to fold clothes.
Yes.
What are you talking about? And then this was the good one right here. If you were raised by a woman, I grew up in a house full of women, and they automatically think that you could be gay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Look, absolutely.
It's a stereotype.
Oh, you gay, but like why?
Yes.
Because I grew up in a house full of women. No, they gave me the game. We learned the game from women.
And being a black gay man that grew up in a house full of women, and my brother, and also with our dad being deceased all my life, that's like, that's why. That's why. That's why.
They little pinpoint.
No, it has nothing to do with it actually.
You don't like to be clean? Like, you know,
Right.
You don't do this? You don't, what kind of washing powder you use? I literally stopped talking to a girl, bro, because she used like sun washing powder. I swear to God.
You use sun washing powder?
Yeah, man, what you use? Like, I know this petty, but man, my mama gave me a standard. You know, like, hey, this is, it ain't clean. Put a little bleach in your water. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, while you washing dishes, you know, man, that's what I do.
It's the bacteria.
That ain't gay. You know what I'm saying? It's just clean.
So would you say that, have you ever dealt with being a fetish for somebody, like, or you wouldn't see it as that? Wow.
No.
Wow.
I've never had that, like, no. When you said it, I was like, a what?
So, like, I know so many women who are attracted to bigger dudes. And I have friends who date bigger dudes during the winter seasons. And I kid you not. And her excuse was, like, he gonna keep me warm, I'm gonna stay fit.
Wow.
And you know, like, but there are some women who love big dudes. I feel like straight bigger dudes, they have it a little bit better because them women, they like their big dudes. They, you know, they like a man with a little meat on his bone. They like something to hold on to. You know about them little skinny.
And it's interesting because working in a barbershop, honestly, this is no lie. Working in a barbershop, and I had a news on daily. I've had more straight men, Y'all watch Channel 13 News, Brittany DeBose?
I love you.
I have more straight men clown the hell out of Brittany for gaining weight. I mean, they have sat here like, I'm talking about like look like, man, she used to have it together, man. Like, she ugly. And it's like, dude, though, like, how can you judge this woman like this? I've had more heavy set men do that.
Ooh. Brittany DeBose is fine then. She fine now. Yeah, it's weird.
She is fine, but why do you think that could be a thing? Or is it just a man across the board thing? Like, we're just conditioned to be more visual, that we in essence we have a more critical eye, or what do you think sits behind that?
It's almost like the King Kong theory. Like, you know, in the movie King Kong is this big, right? And the lady is this big, right? So a big dude don't want a big woman, you know, and so it's gonna be vice versa. So, it's like, if she finds small and she gains some weight, they're like, oh man, I don't like her now. What? Yeah. You know, anything can be changed. You know, anything can be changed unless it's really you. You know, now I mean, the dudes who be saying that, they weird.
But it's so interesting that you openly, like, they openly do that in a space, like, and like, I dare you look at me. You're like, how you're showing up is not even a consideration. You know, it's like, bro, like, you see how you showing up? So you slouch it, you know what I'm saying?
Bro.
But you getting on this woman, but I've seen that.
It goes back to societal norms.
Yeah.
We know what to look for. We know what you're supposed to look like. What you know, this is the standards that they have put out there. And that's a barrier and that's a wall that even now as an educator, I'm trying to teach my students to break down that barrier. Societal norms is what their perspective they put out there because these are the images that they put in our face all the time.
Yeah.
Even as black people, for a very long time, whenever we looked at success, whenever we looked at education, whenever we looked at wealth, anything that had to do with coming up, we always said white. We view white people as the mold, as the example, as the idol. You know, hell, even certain neighborhoods, you know, I stay in Bartlett, I stay in because, you know, these are majority of white neighborhoods because they know how they are. So these are the standards that have been put out there. And with the standards that have been put out there for so long, even the bigger people, when we have the audacity to judge other bigger people, is because we are still caught up in that complex of societal norms. This is what she's supposed to look like. You know what I'm talking about? So, like, for them to say that, it's crazy as hell. But at the same time, that's what has been fed to them.
Wow.
Because a woman should look a certain way, a man should look a certain way. So of course, they're going to say that. So
we're definitely victims of Western culture.
Yes,
absolutely,
very much.
And
so.
like, I have a friend right now. I know she probably ain't gonna watch it, but I'm gonna tell her to watch it. She was body shamed in the military for being thick.
Really?
She was thick. Like she was like,
wow.
They said you need to get down to this size. You're like, baby, I got ass and titties and hips. I'm like, you know. You gonna get all of them, baby. You know, and they really body shamed her. Like they was gonna kick her out because of how she was built.
Wow.
No matter how much weight she lost.
And then that's the thing too. Sometimes your weight is not always about food based. It's genetics. In my family, we got hips.
Yeah.
We got hips, and I mean, I got hips. God damn. And you know, like, even if I lose weight, these motherfucking hips and ass, they ain't going nowhere.
Ain't going nowhere.
Ain't going nowhere. I got childbearing hips.
Y'all faces right now, both of y'all.
Lord.
That's so funny. That's so funny. But yeah, y'all are crazy. Y'all crazy. So even as we land this conversation, yeah, I've never laughed this much on a podcast in my life. Y'all are hilarious, man. But even as we land this conversation, though, like what would y'all say to the plus size man that's watching who will not, to your point, vulnerably express that I struggle with esteem issues, or will not openly express that my confidence ain't low, or if he's telling himself the story in the mirror at home before he get out in the world, like what would you say to encourage that plus size black man?
I mean, to be honest, like to conquer that, we can see that before you say anything. Wow. You can walk into the room like he's struggling with it. I can tell what he wearing. I can tell exactly what he wearing. A big dude, you will always tell by how he wearing his clothes.
Yes.
He always
pulling on the tug.
Wow.
Get your bigger shirt, but come let me show you where to go.
Wow.
You know, and really, man, you just gotta listen to you. Like, I can't even say go where you're accepted because obviously you don't want to go nowhere because you feel though you're not accepted.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why they be at home and get my 600-pound life. So I'm safer here. I'm safer behind the video game and all that. You know, which is, we can't say that's not healthy, but that's healthy for you.
Yeah.
That's your normal, right? Yeah. That's your culture. Like, that's what you like to do. I can't judge you, you know?
Wow.
You know, and so, honestly, I really can't tell them anything. Because sometimes you got to find it on your own. Because you can have everything you laid out for you right there.
Yep.
But you're only reading in braille. You're not reading in words. You only feel it what you're touching. Like you said, we're visual learners. Yeah. So I'm gonna close my eyes and touch and see if I can read it. So no.
Wow.
You can't really tell them anything.
Wow.
You got to really just see for yourself or come to me. When you come to me, it's like, hey bro, let me ask you a question. Then I can open up to and be vulnerable with you. Like, I do this.
Wow.
Do that.
Wow.
Until then, they think big as a plug is a plug. You know what I mean? I ain't walking around my shirt off. You know what I mean?
That is a great example. Big X the plug. Like he walk around with his no shirt on, but that's acceptable, right? That's,
Yes.
you know what I'm saying?
That's only acceptable with him. Like
Yeah.
a lot of people, they don't really accept him. They accept what comes with him. You know, like I don't like you. I like what you can do.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you know, old girl don't find him attractive.
Mm-hmm.
He got money.
So and this is a serious question. So when he say I'm the biggest, the largest, he talking about his size and
Status problem.
his status. Yeah. Wow.
But we don't see him on the CPAP. We don't see him on the CPAP.
Right. Yeah.
You know, we don't see him getting shots.
Yeah, real talk.
You know, you come out there without the shirt on, like, woo, woo, woo,
Yeah.
woo, but we don't see that part, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I'll big man get you a CPAP.
Wow. What about you, Aaron?
To the gay community, you are kind, you are smart, important. No, I would say it is a learning experience. I can give you all the advice, but at the end of the day, you have to look in the mirror and you have to tell yourself that I'm enough. And when you get to that place where you say that I'm enough, and you feel that you are enough, not just saying it, but believing it and internalizing it, then when your life actually changes. Just like you said, I cannot teach somebody else to have confidence. I cannot teach somebody else to love themselves. I mean, that's a learned experience. That was a battle that I had to go through. Trial and error. It's a lot of trial and error. I had a lot of trial and error. And the person that you see today had to fall many a times, and I do mean many a times before I landed on this individual. So it's a learning experience. Take your time. Don't allow anybody to rush you. But you have to believe that you are more than enough, and you're wonderful just like you are. And if you do want to change, get up and do something about it. But at the same time, don't try to mold yourself off the image of what you see. You know, I think Alec Haley said that you have to carve that space. And in that part, you have to carve out who you want. You got to chisel out.
Yeah.
But it starts mentally.
Wow.
You know, so we want to be healthy, go ahead, walk. But don't try to set yourself up for failure. So if you think that you can lose 200, 300 pounds in a year, you'll let this, come on now. Come on. Everyone's journey is different. You know what I'm talking about? So you have to just go through the motion. But when you arrive, you're going to know when you arrive.
So what I hear both of you saying is it's such an inward journey, like a super inward journey that like to even offer like encouragement or even offer like tips, like y'all like no, like you have to really face some things internally before you can even like begin to receive from someone.
We have to, it's like we have to change our shells, like with crab. You know, a crab go from shell to shell.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use this shell this time. All right, I mastered this shell. Now let me go find another shell that. All right, cool. I'm over here now. You see what I'm saying? So and it's a forever journey. But once you get in that groove to where it's though, you're like, you know what? I don't care.
Yeah.
I really don't care. Like and he was right. Like you got some women who love big dudes, like, and they genuinely love big dudes because someone in their younger years they love. Maybe their daddy was a big guy, or somebody's grandfather was a big guy. So it's really about finding your own community. Yeah. And sometimes the community is of one.
Yeah. Man, bro.
Yeah.
Preach, preacher.
I'm good. Ties and love, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Come to what's my church name?
Oh, wait, pause
Give me
that.
a church name.
You know?
Awesome.
but not for real, man. This y'all leaving me with something to think about, because like you defined even more to me how this is a lived experience. And it's a real lived experience. And I think so often I see you guys kind of get, to your point, pushed to the side, or not get, especially in the queer community, you know what I'm saying? But in the community at large, may or may not be the same parallels, but I think it's still, to your point, you may, like you can walk in a room and you can see a plus size man who is not confident, or a plus size man who is struggling, because you'll see how he wears clothes. Wow.
Or how you just standoffish. And you know, like I can be more accepted. Like, oh, this is a big dude. We're gonna put him on the football field.
Okay.
But if you're a big gay dude, we're not gonna put you. We can put you on the football field, but I'm gonna need you in another locker. So you're really not a part of the team. Wow. I don't really like you. I like what you can do. You know, so everything is about. You know what I'm saying? Everything
I don't like you, but I don't like what you.
No, I don't like you, but I like what you can do.
I like what you can do. That can fit a couple of different systems we have.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of systems out here like that.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's all about just who you want to be. Who do you want to be?
Yeah.
Who do you want to be?
Wow.
You know, and if you want to be that person, be that person.
Mm-hmm.
Who do you influence?
Yeah.
You know, and so like it just because we're in the Bible Belt, like they act like if you gay, like you going to hell for sure. But the pastor sleeping with everybody in the church.
Yeah.
He ain't going to hell with me.
Right.
You know, so yeah, man.
But that speaks to so much of our society, though, like how people see themselves, how people are walking and living in this existence, man. Like, and it's so, like how we see ourselves, the story we tell ourselves maps out everything. Like, I'm not worried about what you think about me, but I'm worried about what I think you thinking about me.
Mm-hmm. Which is a downfall.
That's the biggest piece. It's like,
like what are you feeding? Like,
right.
What are you paying? Like what parts of you are you spending the most money on?
Mm-hmm. Right. So, man, but thank y'all so much for this conversation. This has been a great conversation, and I love to talk about confidence with Black men because I think it's so nuanced depending on like where you sit in this thing and what you have going on. And that's why I love to study the caste system. As you were talking, I'm a sociology major, so I'm just thinking about all the stuff you're saying and really, yeah, I'm coming with y'all, Negro. I'm coming with y'all.
You're gonna be in a degree club.
Yeah, but you may have me thinking about the different subsects of people, and you mentioned Freud, and there's a couple other sociologists that have theories that we go off of. So I love to hear about it and talk about it. But thank y'all so much, y'all. These are my brothers. These are my friends. Y'all want to give me our social media handles to follow y'all on? Well, I'll put them at the bottom of the screen too. But
I'm definitely in the nick of time. The letter N.
I'm gonna have to look at mine.
Nick of time.
You don't know yours by heart, bro?
No.
Really?
No, I actually don't, and it's crazy. Don't judge me, y'all. I honestly do not know mine. Okay, yeah, so y'all can follow me in ATO Bless 1, ATO Bless 1 on Instagram. Am I saying it right? Yes, ATOBLESS, the number 1 on Instagram. Follow me. Most definitely give you a follow back. And make sure y'all subscribe and y'all, y'all really tune in. And if y'all really enjoyed this podcast, you want to see the dynamic duo, that's our names now. Yeah. You want to see the dynamic duo that, if you want to see the stance.
Oh, God.
If you want to see us, do it again.
Oh, God.
If you want to see that again, comment, share, and like. Because, we had a good time.
Absolutely.
And a time gonna be had.
Yes.
Time gonna be had. There's gonna be more Lunchables.
Yeah, bro. You gotta eat your Lunchable, bro.
You gotta get his salt and his crap.
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce. Right? I don't think on hot sauce in this bug, but now what if they put hot sauce in a damn Lunchable, bro? Like, no, they go. It might hit though.
Sell out in the hood.
It might hit though.
You know what? That's gonna be.
What's the liver cheese? I eat
liver cheese. Okay.
Okay. Follow me on Instagram, and I'm most definitely great. Lunchables. It will be hot sal and liver cheese with crackers.
With crackers. Well, it gotta be white crackers. Gotta be real.
It gotta be white
gotta
crackers.
Have a root beer.
Yeah, a root beer.
A root beer for sure.
Wow.
Pig feet for your dessert.
Oh my God! Listen, thank y'all so much for watching another episode of RayBridgingHumansPodcast. Stories I told and people get to see it. See y'all next week. Peace.
See y'all later. Bye.